So let's talk about some practical things. And I imagine you made all of this real in the culture of your company.
Yeah.
So tell us about some things that you do to build a culture or a culture by design in Acceleration Partners that you implemented these 4 elements, and that one will attract these team members, but most importantly, will allow them to flourish inside your organization.
Yeah, so I'll give you an example in each. So in spiritual capacity, we take a lot of our leaders, we help them figure out their personal core values, their strengths. We make a course available to them on personal core values, saying, look, there is no one archetype of a great leader here. If you're going to be a level 5 leader, that's someone who's super authentic and self-aware, and you need to do this from your values. And so, when we're coaching them and when we're working with them, we're talking a lot about, again, do this from your understanding who you are. In intellectual capacity, we focus a lot on feedback and giving it, and we train people on feedback, and we do role playing, and we kind of try to make it feedback is about get better. Most people don't know how to give it and they don't know how to receive it. But if you're going to have a high learning culture, you need a functional feedback culture where people aren't insulted. It's not personal, but they learn how to say, Daniel, like on the call yesterday, this was the problem and the client wasn't happy with it. And so here's how we can fix that, going forward. In physical capacity, again, it's those boundaries. It's things like delaying delivery of email until normal business hours. If you're writing stuff at night and getting people to do that, it's when you go on vacation, you have an on and office message that doesn't say, hey, I'm on vacation next week, but if you need to reach me, call my cell, reach me anytime. I'll be online. I'll be available. Like that just sets the culture. I mean, we incentivize and pay people part of a wellness bonus at AP to go on vacation and not check in. So if they don't check in, don't do email, they get part of that. There's 2 things. One, we want them to have a real vacation. We want them to have a break and come back energized. But 2, it's kind of a delegation thing. If you've designed everything to go through you, then you'll never kind of have a break. So some people create the problem. So that's physical. And then emotional capacity, I think there's a lot of different things you can do. I think you can start meetings with personal and professional highlights. You can kind of interject, more like, how's it going? Like, that's always my question. Hey, Daniel, on Monday before, how's it going? You're like, really bad. Like someone said to me a couple of weeks ago, they're divorced. They had kind of a bad situation with a person that weekend. Like that's what they wanted to talk about for 20 minutes. And so that was fine. But I sit people, different groups together at different events, like mix them up. But I do love opening with kind of personal and professional stuff in meetings. And it brings a little context to what's going on and, a little connection. I always joke that in our leadership team, the personal high is often my in-laws are visiting this week. And then the next week it is my in-laws left. So it's usually a personal high 2 weeks in a row.